Welcome to the channel, where today we embark on an incredible journey through the majestic Norwegian mountains. These towering mountains are super hard to climb, so of course we need to take on the challenge. And if you're one of the OG subscribers, you might remember that 1 year ago we went to the north of Finland, but this is gonna be much worse than that. Right now we have 1,422 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. Okay, back to the story. The plane from Helsinki to Oslo took about 1 hour. After coming to Oslo, me and my friends gathered our stuff, got everything together, and started to prepare for the challenge. To climb the highest peak in Scandinavia, Galdhøpiggen. 2,469 meters of knee-breaking agony. And if that wasn't enough, we're gonna hike an additional 80 kilometers back to civilization. My name is Arnie J, and I welcome you to the channel. Let's begin.
Arni osaa sen erikoisen osasta.
Mulla on vaan kylmä.
Oh, I had missed this.
Right now it's 9 o'clock and we are ready to go to sleep. Tomorrow we're gonna climb that, but today we're just sleeping and having fun. And this is our tent. It's a Swedish tent and it works well, I guess. Let's see what's inside. This is my bed and I'm gonna sleep here. Good night. Okay, so we woke up. Did you sleep well? No?
Okay. It was cold a bit, and I had a hard time falling asleep. What about you, Arne?
I slept pretty well. I slept pretty okay. But we're gonna start going in 30 minutes. Up the mountain. This is my breakfast. Okay, so the trip begins now. We're gonna hike this mountain. It should take about 4 hours to get up. It's funny how that was actually not the tip of the mountain, that was just the start of it. Here you can see this is the actual way that we need to climb. So all the way there. And in the end we should be 2.4 kilometers up. We did 50-minute intervals, so every 50 minutes we would take a break for 10 minutes. But actually it was so rough that we decided to get 25 minutes of walking and then 5 minutes break. So every 25 minutes we would have a break. For example, this video is taken from the break. People are eating some snacks, trying to recuperate energy. And if you're wondering why we have our names on our shirts, it was because this guy made shirts for us which were completely custom just for this trip. Snow. I haven't seen snow in a long time. It's funny because there's snow, but it's not cold. It's not cold at all. Maybe like 15 degrees. How does this snow not melt? Missed. Can I have one? So that's the top. And then there's a big glacier right here. No, literally, I think this is gonna melt in like 50 years because of global warming.
Probably, yeah.
I think that's the top or very close to it. How do you feel, Hector?
I feel good. It's a bit physical now.
After climbing for many hours, we noticed that the peak that we thought was the actual peak was not, in fact, the actual peak. And people were starting to get really tired. Specifically Antar. This absolute unit is the strongest guy that I have ever met. He's the most daring powerlifter in our team. He can deadlift, squat, bench press more than any other person in our group. But this also meant that he was not the best at cardio, and while you're fatigued, you're the most susceptible to be injured. Up here, a single misstep could mean a dangerous helicopter rescue, risking your limb or possibly something worse.
Mikä on tärkeää siinä, että reissaa on tällaisessa reissussa?
Siis tässä on jotain semmoista alkukantasta, että unohtaa kaiken turhan sellaisen arkisen skan niin sanotusti, että kunhan niin kuin pysyt liikkeessä ja syöt tarpeeksi, juot tarpeeksi, nukut hyvin, niin se on niin kuin, se riittää, mitä muuta ei tarvi.
Jep. Tää on hyvä detox siitä meidän kiireisestä elämästä, missä on kaikkea.
Jep.
The last part is really difficult. We made it. We made it. And we're pretty high up. So there's a cafe right here. And it's actually not too expensive. Oh my days. This is the best hot dog I've ever had. And this is the highest point.
Yeah.
What can you see?
You can see Germany all the way on.
Germany, yeah.
Okay, so now it's time to go down. But actually it's not as tough as you would imagine, because we can use the snow and ice to our advantage, sliding and jumping down instead of walking.
Man, this is the best thing ever. Easily down. So what has happened now is that we came back from the hike. We were just on this mountain and now we have eaten and I took a lot of candy and I feel so refreshed. Now we're packing, setting our stuff ready for another hike. We're gonna hike that way and let's see how far we can get.
Imagine if I fell right now.
So this is our place for the night. We're gonna put a tent. We're gonna put a tent right there.
4 kilogram saucisse le porc, c'est le 4 kilogram.
So this is where we're at today, and it's very nice, very pretty. Now we're going to sleep and waking up tomorrow. Same thing as today.
Stuntman.
Now we're going to sleep.
James Bond, tossa me menen taas.
Tai mä voisin mennä, jos mun naama ei näkyisi.
Good morning. So most of the food is like eaten in these dried packets. You can also have them already infused with water, but this works
in a very efficient way. You just pour hot water in and then it is ready after a couple of minutes. And there's just powder inside, or dried food actually. So yesterday we hiked the really tall mountain, which was really tough on some of the guys. I'm feeling okay. It doesn't really hurt that much in my muscles. These people here are good acquaintances or friends from the military. It's just a positive vibe, a lot of good people that are here. We're gonna start walking in 45 minutes. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, which is again some muesli and protein bar and some nuts. And then we're gonna start walking. We have about 30 kilometers to walk today. You can drink the water here from the creek, but I usually put like a small tablet that disinfects the water to be safe. But you can drink it from the creek as well. To put my first, whatever this patch is, it like just prevents your heel from getting too like broken up. What's up, cow? Okay, so we arrived in this village. Hector has been carrying the heavy stuff. How does it feel to let go of your weights?
I feel like helium. I feel like I've run a marathon now.
After walking for a long time, I'm talking about 6, 7, maybe 8 hours, we were really exhausted. So that got us wondering, how much distance were we supposed to walk versus how much did we actually walk? We were just halfway through today's goal, and so far we should have gone only 18 kilometers. How much did we walk today?
We walked 26.7 kilometers.
26.7 kilometers. 26.7 kilometers instead of 18 kilometers that we were supposed to walk. And the biggest question mark here is that we are only halfway through today's goal. According to our calculations, which might be wrong, we still have 25 kilometers left for today. Also, when we asked the people in the small village how we should continue, they hadn't even met that many people doing this hike because it was so long and treacherous. And let's not even talk about the plane that leaves for Finland tomorrow. We're starting to run out of time. Okay, so after trekking for way longer than anticipated, the rest of the trip is going to be equally incorrect amounts of hiking. So we're gonna jump to a boat and go a little bit forward and then continue. This is where we sleep, right?
Yep.
Oh. Okay, that was a rough day. Making food. Welcome back to the show. 4:43 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feels great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oi. Ooh. Today we're having some pasta carbonara with cheese. Looks amazing. I heated it up. Oh, what's happening? We're gonna hike that today. First break. Was it easy?
It's a start.
The guys were pretty excited to get going. We did all this in 15 minutes. Started from, we can't even see it. Like we came from all the way behind those mountains and we came from there, and that's the boat trip is right there, and then we walked up here. Whew. Walking on flat ground, it takes maybe 10 minutes to walk a kilometer. But here, the elevation gain, this is not too bad. But when we were walking through the so-called mortar, it was really bad. There were big rocks everywhere, and there was no roads or no paths even, like where you can see right here. And now down again. Here and then up that there. Now we're climbing up the mountain. And this is the steepest one yet.
So this is it. This was the last climb that we ever had to do. Everybody was happy. There was a slight breeze. Well, there was very windy on top of that mountain, but it was still fine. We reached the summit of this particular mountain. It was okay. The views were nice, but I think everybody was just waiting to get back home, waiting to get some real food, and we could already see the village, and it was really motivating us.
The village is getting closer. Civilization.
And that's where we just were. We made it.
Same time.
How does it feel now?
We made it.
Feels good to be done, but also sad.
I'm just happy to be alive.
Yeah, but we can go and